back to Embers of Growth, Holistic Health and Transformation. Hey everyone, I'm Rochelle and I'm here today to talk to you about some of the things that we can do in order to start on our health journey. So I work predominantly with a range of different things. And so first, the thing that I would most focus on, or most people come to me for, is often a health focus or the nutrition side or things like that. So I'm not a trained naturopath, but I do have information, resources, and the ability for you to draw information and intuitive ways of working with your own unique self through what your body's wisdom is. So basically, I'm here to support you along the way, empower you forward. I also have a holistic counseling background as well, and so I have a bit of an essence of spiritual ways of working with people as well. So I'm very accommodating for different values and beliefs and different like religions and things like that. But I predominantly try and work with not just the physical health, but I look at things as an umbrella sort of view of things and work with different levels of our health. So physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. There's so many things that tie into one another, and this is why I love working holistically, is because people might come to you for a health reason in regards to, say, a skin condition, or it could be, oh, I'm struggling with sleep or this and that, and things can all tie into one thing. So we might start by changing the physical thing, such as changing the diet, changing the type, adding exercise or focusing on certain goals in that area. Other times it can be an emotional stress or a relationship stress, or it could be a environmental exposure to, say, a chemical or anything like that. So the things that I try and do with people is really have a really conscious one-on-one conversation with them to get down to the root cause of what's going on for them, and to really allow them to draw the answers for themselves through essentially having a conversation with me, bouncing off ideas of what might intuitively come up for them or what I might sense in them that might be helpful for their journey. So I don't have like a specific niche area because I love working with so many different components of health. So while I'm not a trained doctor or a naturopath, I do have so much wisdom and wealth in all of these areas because I have implemented so many of the things that I have learned over the years and worked with different people in so many different industries. So I have a really big passion for helping people, and ever since I was quite young, I've had a journey of my own health struggles and sort of allergies and transitioning into like lifestyle factors, and really just working out what nurtures the self and what nurtures you in the environments that you're in and just different things like that. So predominantly when I'm sitting down with someone or having a conversation, often I will talk with them over online, or sometimes it can be in person. A lot of people come to me and they're not even a client, they're just someone that goes, oh, I need help with this, and often I have the information or the resources to be able to help support them in that moment. A big thing that I really love to do is to be able to reach more people. So this is the very reason why I want to continue to reach out to more clients and new prosthetic new perspectives and new ways of working with different clients and different people from all around the world. So my background originally started in working with children. Obviously in the health coaching space and counseling, I do try to just predominantly work with adults, unless there's like a guardian signature and permission that way. But I do prefer to predominantly work with adults over the age of 18. I guess my coaching space is really good for that sort of 20s to 40s age bracket. And I really feel that that is the age that, where we've sort of got through the childhood, we've got through teens, we've got through all of that. And 20s is really the time that we're seeking that guidance and that support. Like, how the F do we live life? How do we make things work? How do we, what do we do with this? What do we do with that? And I've done a lot of personal development over the years, and also just so much inner transformational work, and applying this, applying that, and learning what does work, what doesn't work. And all I'm really here for is to support you through your journey and basically give you the shortcut version of all the crap that I went through, and also all the crap that I've seen so many things and so many people go through over their lifespan or through their challenges and experiences. So I have predominantly worked with children in certain settings. I've worked with teens. I've worked with adults and people with disability. I've worked in youth work. I've worked with community care, just so many different backgrounds in that. But I've also, my studies now and where I'm progressing to now is really just wanting to do the coaching and really living the lifestyle that I've been living and learning and growing through, and just really wanting to help people from a really one-on-one perspective, because I know I can add so much value to people's lives through them just being able to really embrace who they are as an individual and really love and find joy in life. Because I feel so many people are living at a limited level of their potential, and there is so much within people that they have the ability to express and be so much more of who they are. And I also love using spiritual tools or different sort of ways of working with people. So only if the client is obviously open to it. But I love sort of delving into sort of human design and a little bit of astrology. And I also use Oracle, Angel, and sort of affirmation cards. But there's so much that I know through different tools and ways that can really help the individual. And I don't just want to lump all of them onto one person or even on this space now, because it's so individualized and so unique for each individual of what intuitively is right for them in that moment of what they truly need. So yeah, that's basically where things are at. And yeah, I guess the first thing that I would say is, starting with our physical health, like really thinking about the supplements that we're using, the type of diet, and a lot of the time with health too, it's adding in a lot more natural things like vegetables and, sort of natural supplements, and really finding the healing foods that are important for our gut biome. So that is the place that usually I would start. But also there's a big component to health that does sometimes come down to the element of elimination. So if you have factors such as allergies that are interacting with your body and your system, this can often be a really clear sign that things aren't working and your body's interacting with certain foods, it could be sensitivities to chemicals that you're exposed to in your environment with your washing powder. It could be your deodorant. It could be a number of different things. And the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because I've gone on such an intense journey myself, knowing how many food allergies I have, and really like tuning into my body and using intuitive wisdom to really ask myself what it is that is interacting with my system and not feeling so good. So the more we work intuitively with our body and our mind and our soul, the more that we start like noticing the small elements to what is sort of working for us and what is working against us when it comes to our diet and nutrition. But also then diet and nutrition can affect our emotions. It can affect our thinking. Some of the things that I noticed when shifting my diet, on discovering that I was celiac. I also have dairy allergies, and previously I found out I also have a coconut allergy. So when I first found this out, my skin improved on eliminating these, but the astronomical change that I noticed was the brain fog change. It shifted my mood, like my gut health started to correct itself. I was so ill that I actually couldn't eat much, but my stomach was very swollen. I was really sick for a long time. And on discovering that, my whole diet had to change and shift in order for me to basically live a healthy lifestyle. So originally it was challenging, but I always sort of had an intuitive feeling that I might have had allergies, but like there wasn't a lot of awareness or knowledge or anything like that growing up, as to what that might have been or anything like that. So, yeah, so working with that sort of really got me to go within and figure out how the diet really affects our whole nervous system and our whole body and our whole being, and how we feel overall as a human. So I sort of started with things like that, and I noticed my skin cleared up. Also, eliminating sugar is a massive thing. So just little things like that. There's so much more that I could share and, provide information and guidance and support for people. But the thing that I feel most people want to start with is their physical health. But then in saying that, there's like the intertwinement of, okay, so what are your emotions and your thinking doing to create anxiety or emotional responses within your stomach or your digestive system? So it's also working with things like that. And sometimes our attitudes or our thought patterns or our emotions and stored trauma in the body sometimes can also be contributing to different things going on within our system. So yeah, and I feel like the more people incorporate some sort of level of spiritual practice or spiritual understanding of their spirit and their being and their essence and their soul, the more that they have the ability to connect to what they're truly seeking in life and what they're truly wanting to tap into and just really reconnect within themselves, so that they can be inspired and grow and share their passions and live a life that's fulfilling with divine purpose and meaning. So yeah, that's like the main things that I work with, and this is only just touching on some of the things. But yeah, it's really just like initially, we sort of start with the daily habits and things like that, and then go from there. But it really is tailored to the individual, and where we start is kind of purely up to their unique needs and their unique reason for coming to me in the first place. I really do love doing a background of like a health history on their diet and their type of exercise and things like that, and their goals around that first and foremost. But I also love doing like a really spiritual perspective of things as well, and getting sort of an insight into kind of their human design and understanding how, or astrology, and understanding how maybe their personality sort of operates, and giving them the empowerment and language to really own who they are and really embrace that, and also see where there's potential challenges or things that might pop up in life that can sort of create or I guess give sort of warning or understanding around how they can navigate those things, or their unique way of approaching a certain thing, whether it's a positive or a negative thing. So that's basically, I just wanted to jump on here and just like really explain in depth more of what I do, and more of what I'm so passionate about helping people with. I see things online all the time as well, like with people, and I have offered support and things to people, but I feel like I'm just I'm providing support and information and things to people, but I feel like it's not reaching enough people. And I guess I want more people to feel inspired and empowered in their journey forward, and to really tap into those goals that they're really sort of seeking, and also just coming into like more centeredness within themselves. So your life doesn't have to be extravagant in order to be fulfilling and meaningful. It's really there's so many beautiful elements to, expanding things and making things grow in a beautiful way. But so much of what I do is really actually stripping away all the things that aren't working as well and simplifying our lives to the way that our soul and our spirit truly wants to connect to. And this may look different to different people. For my own personal journey, I am very expressive and very passionate and everything, but I've really found that the more I simplify in life and the more that I really connect to the things that truly light up my heart and soul from the inside out, it really does. It changes your whole perspective on life, and it really becomes the very thing that you're seeking. And I'm not going to say that life is perfect all the time. We're all human. And I think the biggest thing that I have learned on my journey, because I do definitely go deeply into the shadows as much as I experience the light and the beautiful things that life can sort of birth from your space and your energy and your essence. Also understanding that there is deeper aspects of us that we really do have to confront and understand, and like really understand and integrate, and to understand that that is not a bad thing about who you are. It's actually really when we embrace those parts of ourselves and that deeper journey as well, we really just become more accepting and unconditionally loving for ourselves, but also all the people within our environment around us. So I just really want more people to be able to access the information that, and just the knowing and the understanding that's true for them, but also just the learnings and the tools and the wisdoms that I can share with you in order to really help you tap into those elements of yourself. So yeah, I'm just really passionate about working with more people. And if you feel this calls to your soul, or you feel like I can help with like either a practical and a physical thing, or whether you want to explore the spiritual aspect, or whether you're having relationship, you're wanting to attract a relationship and you're trying to figure out how that works, or if you're, looking to sort of work on those areas as well, or sort of your thinking and your belief and your goals and things like that. Like I feel like throughout life I have been building so much of a toolkit that I feel, while I'm not here to fix anything, I do feel I'm able to support people in whatever's going on for their journey. And so, I am really here to just guide people on their journey and allow them to find the wisdom within themselves through conversation and working on these areas, and really empowering them forward and encouraging them not to give up on their journey, and realize that when we have moments where we're tired or exhausted, or we want to take a step back, or we get into doubt, or the victim mode sort of thing. These are all part of the process and part of the learning journey. So I just want to normalize the fact that we're all human and we're all not robots and we all have emotions, we all have life experiences, we all have things that happen in life, and it's really about not trying to be perfect, but really trying to live a life that's fulfilling, that's, deep and enriching, but as deep and enriching as it is that it's, as well, just so vibrant and, expressive and passionate around the things that you want to achieve and grow in and just be in life. So basically, if you feel I can help, then jump onto my website, send me a text or a phone call to my business number, and or email is probably also one of the best ways, or book a session through my website. Also, if you are interested and you're having like financial issues or anything like that, or you're feeling that the prices might be a little bit high for you, or you're just really wanting to see whether this session is going to be supportive of you personally, I do provide discovery calls, so they're normally like an introduction to basically what we want to work on with you, or if you want to work with me, and whether we're suited and whether I can provide that support to you, and yeah, go from there. So yeah, I'm happy to talk with people about things, and I'm really here to work with you. So like, my prices are set the way they are, but also I'm happy to talk with people about things and work with you. So yeah, yeah, going from there, that's pretty much it, guys. So thank you so much for coming to this YouTube video, and yeah, see you next time. Bye.